Do your knees protest with every step? Does that first walk of the day feel less like a refreshing start and more like navigating a creaky old ship? You're not alone. So many of us, as we get a little older, find that the simple act of putting one foot in front of the other, something we've done effortlessly for decades, starts to bring discomfort. It's a painful reality for many who just want to stay active, keep moving, and enjoy the world around them. We see others striding along and wish we could do the same without that nagging ache or stiffness. But what if I told you there's a simple secret you can incorporate right before your walk that can start helping? It's not a pill. It's not a complicated exercise routine, but something surprisingly straightforward involving what you eat. Something that can help nourish your joints and make those walks feel better. Maybe even in as little as 5 days of consistent effort. In this video, we're going to look at some specific foods and food types that act like a gentle internal support system for your joints. They can help quiet down that discomfort and give your body the building blocks it needs. We'll cover several of these simple, yet powerful, things you can easily add to your routine. So, stay with me. Watch to the end, because I'm going to share something towards the end that might just surprise you with its simplicity and effectiveness. Let's dive right in and talk about fueling those joints before you head out the door. One of the biggest culprits behind joint discomfort is inflammation. Think of inflammation like tiny little fires burning inside your body, especially around those well-used joints. Over time, this inflammation can wear things down and cause pain and stiffness. So, the first area we want to focus on is bringing in foods that are masters at putting out those fires. And a wonderful way to start is with the power of berries. Yes, those delicious, colorful little gems like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. What makes them so special for your joints? They are absolutely packed with antioxidants. Now, you hear that word, antioxidants, a lot. But think of them as tiny little warriors that fight off those inflammatory fires I mentioned. They help protect your cells from damage. Eating a handful of mixed berries before your walk, or perhaps blending them into a small smoothie with a little yogurt, gives your body a head start in combating inflammation before you even put stress on your joints. It's a gentle, natural way to prepare your body. You don't need a huge bowl, just a small portion, maybe half a cup. This is something easy to keep on hand, whether fresh or frozen. Just pop some in a small container to have with you, or enjoy them as you're lacing up your shoes. It's a simple habit to build, and the benefits are cumulative. Another fantastic food type that works wonders for inflammation and joint health, and is easy to have before a walk, is something rich in omega-3 fatty acids. You've probably heard of omega-3s being good for your heart and brain, and they absolutely are. But they are also incredibly powerful anti-inflammatories. Think of them as the soothing balm for those joint fires. Now, eating a whole salmon fillet right before a walk might not be practical, but there are other, very easy ways to get these beneficial fats. Seeds like chia seeds and flax seeds are bursting with omega-3s. You can add a tablespoon of chia seeds to a small glass of water or juice about 20-30 minutes before your walk. They swell up and become a bit gel-like, making them easy to swallow. And they slowly release their goodness. Or, you can sprinkle ground flaxseed on a small piece of toast. Or add it to that berry smoothie we talked about. Nuts are another excellent source of healthy fats, and a small handful of walnuts, almonds, or pecans can provide some of those anti-inflammatory omega-3s and healthy fats. Plus, a little energy. We're not talking about a whole bag here, just a small portion, maybe a quarter of a cup. This provides sustained energy without feeling heavy, and those healthy fats start working on calming things down. The key with these is consistency. Having a little bit of these foods regularly, especially before your walk, helps build up their effect over time. It's not a magic bullet, but it's like giving your body a little internal tune-up specifically for those joints. So, start thinking about adding a few berries, a sprinkle of seeds, or a tiny handful of nuts to your pre-walk routine. It's a small change that can pave the way for much more comfortable movement. And these are just the beginning of how we can nourish those joints. Moving on from those inflammation fighters, let's think about giving your joints some building blocks. While cartilage doesn't have blood vessels and heals slowly, we can support the structures around the joints and provide the body with the components it uses for repair and maintenance. One powerful way to do this is through foods that help support collagen. Collagen is like the glue that holds our bodies together. It's found in our skin, bones, and yes, in our cartilage and connective tissues. As we age, our natural collagen production slows down. While eating collagen directly doesn't mean it all goes straight to your joints, providing the body with the right nutrients helps it make and maintain its own collagen. Foods rich in vitamin C are absolutely crucial for collagen production. Think of vitamin C as the foreman on the construction site, making sure all the collagen building happens correctly. Citrus fruits like oranges or grapefruits are classic sources, but bell peppers, even colorful ones like red and yellow, kiwi fruit, and broccoli are also fantastic. Having a small glass of orange juice, watch the sugar. Maybe dilute it with water, or eating half a grapefruit about 30 minutes before your walk can provide that vitamin C boost. Even better, remember those berries we talked about. They are also packed with vitamin C. So, having that berry smoothie or handful of berries covers both inflammation and provides vitamin C for collagen support. Another key player in supporting connective tissue is sulfur. It sounds a bit odd, but foods like garlic, onions, and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower contain sulfur compounds that are important. While you might not want a raw onion before a walk, incorporating these into your meals throughout the day supports your overall joint health. Let's also consider the role of minerals. Minerals like magnesium are vital for muscle function and nerve function, and healthy muscles supporting your joints are incredibly important for comfortable movement. Foods like dark leafy green spinach, kale, nuts, seeds, and even dark chocolate are good sources of magnesium. While eating a bowl of kale right before a walk might be a bit much, having a few almonds or walnuts, which are also great for omega-3s, provides magnesium. Or perhaps having a small smoothie with a handful of spinach blended in. You often can't even taste it. Calcium and vitamin D are, of course, critical for bone health, which provides the foundation for your joints. While these might not be eat right before your walk foods in the same way as an anti-inflammatory snack, ensuring you get enough throughout the day is non-negotiable for long-term joint support. Dairy products like yogurt and cheese, fortified plant milks, and leafy greens are good sources of calcium. Vitamin D comes from sunshine and fortified foods, or supplements if needed. Having a small pot of yogurt with some berries and seeds before your walk gives you protein, calcium, healthy fats, antioxidants, and vitamin C, a real powerhouse. Now, let's talk about something that is truly ancient and gaining recognition for its joint benefits: bone broth. Bone broth, made by simmering animal bones for a long time, extracts compounds like collagen and gelatin, as well as minerals, while the body processes these. Drinking a warm cup of bone broth provides some of those raw materials that your body can potentially use to support its own connective tissues. Having a small mug of warm bone broth about 30 to 40 minutes before your walk can be incredibly soothing and feels nourishing. It's easy to digest and gives your body those potential building blocks. You can find good quality bone broth in many supermarkets these days. Or you can make your own. Sip it like tea. It's a simple, gentle way to load up on beneficial compounds. Remember, it's about providing your body with the best ingredients so it can do its job of maintaining and repairing. Finally, consider the power of certain spices. Turmeric, the bright yellow spice common in curries, contains a compound called curcumin, which is a potent anti-inflammatory. Ginger is another fantastic spice with similar properties. While you might not eat a spoonful of turmeric powder, incorporating these into your cooking is easy. You can also make a simple turmeric ginger tea Simmer slices of fresh ginger and a pinch of turmeric powder in hot water. Strain, and add a squeeze of lemon and maybe a tiny bit of honey. Drinking a small cup of this warm tea about 30 minutes before your walk can help dampen down internal inflammation right before you start moving. It's a warm, comforting ritual that also serves a purpose for your joints. It might take a few days of consistent use to really notice the difference with some of these. But giving your body this kind of support is a fundamental step. So far, we've looked at calming inflammation with berries, seeds, and nuts, providing building blocks with vitamin C-rich foods and bone broth, and using spices like turmeric and ginger. These are all easy additions. But there's one more simple food type we really need to touch upon that can make a surprising difference. Okay, let's talk about another incredibly helpful food category that's often overlooked when we think about joint health, but it plays a crucial supportive role, especially when you're planning to walk. This is something that helps lubricate and cushion your joints, and that's healthy fats. We touched on omega-3s, but let's broaden that to include other beneficial fats, particularly monounsaturated fats. Think avocados and olive oil. Avocados are fantastic. They contain monounsaturated fats which have anti-inflammatory properties themselves, adding to the effects of the other foods we've discussed. Plus, they have vitamin E, another antioxidant. Having a small amount of avocado, maybe a quarter of an avocado, mashed on a small piece of whole grain toast or sliced into a small salad or just eaten with a spoon, can be a great pre-walk snack. It provides sustained energy and those helpful fats. It's satisfying, but not heavy. Similarly, extra virgin olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats and contains compounds that act very much like ibuprofen, the common pain reliever, in their ability to reduce inflammation, though obviously in a much gentler, natural way. While you wouldn't drink a glass of it, incorporating a tablespoon into a small pre-walk salad with some leafy greens, also good for magnesium and maybe those berries and seeds, or using it as a dip for a tiny piece of whole grain bread, adds those lubricating and anti-inflammatory fats. These healthy fats help ensure your joints are well nourished and can glide more smoothly. They also help your body absorb some of the fat-soluble vitamins, like vitamin E, found in these same foods, maximizing the benefits. The key here is quality and portion size. A little bit of good quality fat is what you're aiming for, not a large greasy meal. Beyond specific foods, let's quickly touch on something just as vital that supports everything we've discussed: hydration. Staying properly hydrated is absolutely essential for joint health. The cartilage in your joints is primarily water, and the synovial fluid that acts as your joint's lubricant also relies on water. Dehydration can make that fluid thicker and less effective, leading to increased friction and discomfort. So, alongside these beneficial foods, make sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day and have a glass of water before your walk. It's a simple habit, but its impact on how your joints feel can be significant. It works synergistically with the foods we've talked about. Think of it like ensuring the engine has oil and the fuel is clean. Everything just runs better. So, putting it all together before your walk might look like this: a small handful of mixed berries and nuts, or a small pot of yogurt with berries and a sprinkle of chia seeds, or a small piece of whole grain toast with a bit of mashed avocado and perhaps a tiny drizzle of olive oil, or that warm cup of bone broth or ginger turmeric tea. You don't need to have everything at once. Pick one or two things that are easy for you and that you enjoy. Consistency is more important than quantity. Starting small and being consistent is how you'll see and feel the difference. It's about building a routine that nourishes your body and supports your joints in a gentle, natural way as you head out to walk. These aren't just quick fixes. They are ways to support your body's natural ability to reduce inflammation and maintain connective tissue health, helping those joints feel stronger and more comfortable over time. Wow, we've covered quite a bit, haven't we? From taming inflammation with the vibrant power of berries, seeds, and beneficial fats like those in nuts, avocados, and olive oil, to providing those essential building blocks with vitamin C-rich foods and the nourishing support from bone broth. We've even looked at the soothing, anti-inflammatory kick of spices like turmeric and ginger, and the absolutely crucial role of just plain water. It might seem like a lot to remember, but really, it boils down to a few simple types of food, colorful fruits and vegetables, healthy fats, and foods that support your body's natural repair systems. Remember that painful reality we talked about at the beginning? That stiffness and discomfort that can make walking a chore. By consistently incorporating some of these foods before you head out, you are actively working against that. You are giving your body tools to reduce inflammation and support the structures that make movement possible and comfortable. It's like giving your joints a little helping hand, a gentle boost before you ask them to do their job. And yes, doing this consistently for even 5 days, especially alongside your regular walks, can start to make a noticeable difference. The true, lasting benefits come from making this a regular habit, integrating these nourishing foods into your daily routine, not just before a walk, but overall. It's about making smart choices that add up over time. Small changes truly can make a big difference to your health and happiness. Don't feel like you have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start with 1 or 2 suggestions that appeal to you and are easy to incorporate. Maybe it's adding berries to your breakfast or having that small handful of nuts before you go out. Maybe it's making that simple ginger turmeric tea a pre-walk ritual. Listen to your body and see how it responds. Staying active, like walking, is one of the very best things you can do for your joints, because movement helps keep that synovial fluid flowing and strengthens the muscles that support the joints. But fueling your body with the right nutrients beforehand makes that movement more comfortable and more beneficial. You're not just exercising, you're exercising with intention, having prepared your body to get the most out of it. And that surprise I mentioned at the beginning, it's perhaps how simple it truly is. There's no fancy, expensive supplement required. Many of these are everyday foods you can find at your local grocery store. The secret isn't complicated. It's just about choosing nutrient-dense foods that specifically support your joints and timing them wisely around your activity. The power is in the consistency and the combination of these simple, natural ingredients. It's amazing what your body can do when you give it the right support. I truly hope this has given you some practical ideas to make your walks more enjoyable and comfortable. Your joints have served you well for many years, and giving them a little extra nourishment now is a wonderful way to thank them and ensure they continue to support you for many more years to come. What are your favorite pre-walk snacks or routines? Have you found certain foods make a difference for your joints? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Sharing what works for you can help others in our community too. If you found this helpful, please give the video a thumbs up. It helps others find this information. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. We share lots of tips and ideas just like these, all aimed at helping you live your best life at every age. Thank you so much for watching. Keep moving, keep nourishing your body, and live your best life at every age.